Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Mace, coming to you from Canada, beautiful British Columbia. I hope you all are doing amazing. Why are you guys so tall? What's the reason? I know humans, I think in general, are growing taller as the decades pass, as the years pass by. This is probably due to many factors, one of them being obviously nutrition, quality of life increasing, people exercising more, and then just every subsequent generation is kind of reaping the benefits of how good we actually do have it in a lot of ways, right? Like, we got it pretty good. We got it the best probably that humans have ever had in the history of human civilization. There's a lot of bad right now. I don't know how sustainable it is. There's probably going to be a crashing point and there's going to be some hurt, I think, probably. But wow, I got off topic. Let's just get to the video. Why are the Dutch people why are the Dutch the tallest people in the world? We saw the video yesterday of the Korean man going, and he was about 6'3", and he went to the Netherlands and kind of explained his experiences and the differences between the Netherlands and Korea. And there was a lot of interesting ones: the size of the public transit, how much space he had, how much headroom in different areas, bathrooms, like sizes, tables, a bunch of different stuff. But let's get into it. I'm curious.
So I'm 5'8", which is quite tall for the UK, but is completely average in the Netherlands. And I always wondered if I'm tall just because I'm Dutch. I got a surprising answer from Dr. Irini Maruli.
Genetics in action. Humans are actually growing taller at a record speed, if you like. So they have increased quite a lot in the last 2 centuries.
Wow, look at that. Straight up since, the last 200 years.
And that's a matter of fact across the globe, actually. So
Why Estonia?
For males between around 160 centimeters to 170, and for females from 150 to around 160. In total, we can say that the average adult today is around 5% taller than their ancestors used to be 100 years ago.
Huh.
The incredibly steep rise in height is generally thought to be driven by better health and diet standards. But in Holland, where a 20 centimetre increase has been recorded in the last 200 years, something a little extra may be going on.
What are y'all eating? What are y'all putting in the water?
The Dutch growth is a very good example of human evolution in action. Average height women had higher fertility compared to both shorter and taller women, and that taller men had higher fertility compared to the shorter men.
Does that mean we'll keep getting taller forever?
Okay.
At the moment, Latvian women and Dutch men are supposed to be the tallest individuals on the planet.
Latvian women and Dutch men?
Actually representing the limit that we could reach. The differences in average height are due to genes, and these are also different depending on the population that we are talking about, but also different environments, lifestyle and improvements in health and socioeconomic status. Actually, it's a combination of both. So height could have
Genes, environment, lifestyle, improvement in health and social economic status. Okay, all very interesting stuff. My family is, I would say, pretty tall, especially on my dad's side. My dad's probably 6 foot, 6'1", although you kind of shrink. You shrink, right? You get to a certain age. My dad's 70. He's going to be, hold on a second. He's going to be 73 in a few months. I'm around 6 foot. My brother is probably 6'1", 6'2", and my other brother is about 6'1". My sister's pretty tall. I would say she's like 5'9", I don't know, something like that. My wife, not super short, but maybe like I don't know how tall she is, 5'6". We've never measured her height. So it'd be interesting, the combination, to see what we get, if we have children, what type of height they'll be at. Genetics is pretty interesting stuff. So yeah, it all makes sense. Environment, improvement in nutrition, health, etc. It's just we're getting taller.
Actually reached its limit, but only time can tell. And I would say it's a kind of a wait and see game.
This all begs the question: why are scientists so interested in studying height in the first place?
height is a model trait for all the rest of the complex genetic traits because it's very easy to measure. So if we could master the genetics of a complex trait like height, that might give us actually the blueprint to study other multifactorial disorders such as diabetes, heart disease, and so on. In the most recent published study from the Giant Consortium, we have identified a bit more than 3,000 genetic variations, genetic modifications, DNA changes that affect human height. And if you had this genetic change, it could actually increase your height by up to 2 centimeters. Many of these DNA changes are also located in or close to genes that are involved in bone biology and skeletal growth, and some also shed light towards biological processes that modulate actual height, because it's quite interesting how we go from a small baby to an adult with an increased height. That's one of the very interesting and complex questions that we haven't completely answered up to now. And identifying a gene.
What's the complex question? That we go from a baby to an adult? Like all animals pretty much have kind of a similar trajectory. I mean, mammals at least.
Interesting how we go from a small baby to an adult with an increased height. That's one of the very interesting and complex questions that we haven't completely answered up to now. And identifying a gene that is located in a pathway, for example, of growth factors in the blood, that can yield quite a lot of new insights into therapeutic strategies to treat growth failure, which affect, let's say, 3 to 5% of the population, and that could also inform treatments for other common diseases. So that's quite important.
Yeah, we're approaching the frontier, and I think pushing the frontier is important technologically. Let's see where we can go. Interesting stuff. Yeah, I think height, I'm not that tall, so I have a couple friends that are like 6'8", which is crazy because you're really looking up to them. Like, they're big people, huge people. But yeah, staying active is really important, I think, and staying healthy nutrition wise, and then each subsequent generation, like, it's just gonna, humans will keep evolving really quickly, I would say. It's kind of interesting to think about. We'll all be gone by the time that everyone's like 6'5", 7 foot tall type of thing, or we'll all get wiped out before then. Who knows? AI, right? Terminator, Judgment Day, Skynet's coming for us. But yeah, let me know, what do you guys do for physical activity? Do you like hiking? Do you go play squash? Do you play sports? What are the biggest sports in the Netherlands other than football, soccer? Let me know what you guys do. If you do any recreational sports, hiking, weightlifting, running, jogging. I know you all cycle, but things that are more for recreational health and fitness. All right. See you on the next one. See you soon.